Well, today we're here at another closing for Maine Home Ownership. I'm here today with Chris. Chris, you just had your closing. You just purchased a property through our program.
Yep.
And as I told you, I wanted to take this video so that we could tell some other folks out there who might be interested in a rent-to-own or lease option with Maine Home Ownership what we're like and what we're about. And so I was hoping to have a moment. We just finished completing the paperwork. You're officially a homeowner. Congratulations for the record. I wanted to ask you what your experience was with Maine Home Ownership. Did you feel like the program is a good program to start with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you be able to comment at all about how your experience was and what the process was?
At first, it was just a little shaky, just because not knowing whether or not you can be pre-approved, the qualifications for getting a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, everything fell right in.
Mm-hmm.
Your company was very good. Took a look at my help with my credit score, as far as saying, yeah, it looks good, we should be able to proceed. At first, it was a little nerve-wracking at first, but after that initial, it went very well.
The most nerve-wracking part about it for you, was it as we got closer to doing the final loan paperwork?
Yes, closer to saying, okay, I'm getting locked into payments, but in the same token, it's like, you're getting into a mortgage where you're owning the house, where now you own the home and you can do what you want.
That's right. And I understand that your monthly payment actually went down a little bit from what your monthly lease payment to us was.
Yes.
And on top of that, you get the mortgage interest deduction.
Yep.
And you said something about being able to bundle your insurance, so you were able to get it.
Yeah, I was able to. That was one of the nerve-wracking issues, was just trying to get the insurance, because it was a manufactured home, and there's all kinds of issues with that.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody I was talking to out there in the insurance world was just giving me these really high numbers, and then finally I found one that was able to combine all my insurance, my motorcycle, car, house.
And you're able to get a better rate.
A lot better rate.
Saved a couple bucks every month.
A lot. Well, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I went from one estimate of $1,100 down to $790 something just for the house.
Awesome. So savings.
So
many different ways that you're saving
right there, and then there was savings on my auto insurance with that too.
Yeah. Can I ask you a little bit about your experience with us in our integrity? Because one of the things that I run into a lot, as I was telling you earlier, is people out there who are looking to do a rent-to-own or a lease-to-own have heard stories or might have already been involved with bad experience.
Yeah. I was, I heard that also. It wasn't too long after we actually signed papers and I was moving in, somebody, heard it out in the news world where somebody was doing that, but I turned around and I looked back on the paperwork, and everything was documented, so I looked at it like, okay, well, apparently they didn't follow the legal aspects.
The other folks out there weren't doing the legal thing.
They weren't, yeah, exactly.
But you felt that the paperwork that we did
after I reviewed the paperwork again, I was like, okay, I felt 100% comfortable.
Which is interesting, because a lot of times people get scared about paperwork, but you're saying that because our paperwork was all there, you felt secured by it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and that's really what it is. You get the option.
Yeah.
That gives you exclusive rights to buy the house.
Yes, and that's one of the things, is I elected the option right off the bat, because once I first saw the house, I fell in love with the house.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The size, the layout, it was a nice house, and I'm very comfortable with it.
So you're pleased right now? You're happy?
Oh, yeah,
you're happy
I'm going to be making plans.
Good. I'm glad.
More home improvements.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, it's all equity for you now, whatever you do to it. Speaking of equity, I know that in all of our agreements we have an option price.
Yeah. And
the option price is a future price, and it's the most you'll ever pay if you buy the house from us.
Mm-hmm.
In your particular case, the house appraised for less than the option price. And we're not going to talk dollars and cents here for the record, but it came in less than what the option price is, and you were concerned that maybe we wouldn't honor that, but we did.
Yes.
And do you feel like you got a good deal on a good house?
Yes.
Great. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Well, it's been a pleasure having you in the program,
Yeah.
and I appreciate you taking the time to do the video with us.
I appreciate you working with me in the program.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.